Alright, finally, we got to the last topic of relation and functions. That you guys are happy? Finally finished chapter 1. Whew, not yet, we're still in the beginning. Alright, anyway, relation and function part 5. We talk about inverse functions. What is inverse functions? For example, let's say inverse, you just reverse back. Let's say I go from, let's say you go to school. Let's say from your house to your school. House is x, destination is f of x. Now you have to go backwards from school to house. So the school will be x, then this will be a new function. But we cannot use f of x again. So that's why I have to call it inverse functions. Right? As simple as that. Now, but how do we do it in calculations? Alright. You remember the first time we talked about if I go fx and f of x from here to here. But if I want to go backwards, so this will be x, this is become my f of x. But in mathematics, we don't want to use the same function. So that's why I put inverse, negative 1 on the top. It's not 1 over 7, it's just inverse functions. So in terms of, in this case, if I put in x and y, like normal way, this is x, this is y, and this become my x and this become my y. As simple as that. Right? So keep that in mind first. Let's do some calculations. Let's say f of x equal to 2x minus 5. So inverse function. Now I let this is y equal to 2x minus 5. Inverse means that I let the y become x and x become y. So I want to put in terms of y. Move over. X plus 5 equal to 2y. So y equal to x plus 5 over 2. Then you replace it by f of negative 1x. Because y is f of negative 1x equal to x plus 5 over 2. That's my final answer. We just do the reverse. Okay? We call in terms of. In terms of the in terms of x. So very straightforward. So equation, flip them over, change it, and solve for y. That's it. At the end you have f of y is f of negative x. That's it. That's what you need. This whole idea of inverse functions. So let's say for example I have a g of x equal to 3x minus plus 2 over 4. Solve it first. Pause it and do it yourself. Okay, now welcome back. Normally I do the right way. I do x equal to 3g negative 1x plus 2 over 4. I move around. Division become multiplication, addition becomes subtraction, subtraction become addition, multiplication become division. Division, always division, move on become 4x. And minus 2. And multiply become divided by 3. So I know the g of negative 1x equal to this. Right. Okay. Times 4 minus 2 divided by 3. We got it. So does it make sense so far? Right? Hopefully this will be very easy for you to understand. Now, let's see some questions. I'm going to go for part 6 for advanced topic, alright? Some advanced topic for relation and functions. Because yes, the part 4 is only a basic concept of composite functions, and part 5 is only basic concept of inverse functions. And the next part we talk about a little bit more about composite inverse using different ways to solve it. Okay, more advanced questions. Now, let's say I have a f of negative 1, 2 equal to 5. In this case, this is actually f of 5 equal to 2. You notice that this is actually my x value. The whole thing is x. This is from the x. This is x, so x is 5. This is my x. And this value is the y. So you have to keep careful. This whole thing is your x. This means x. The inside is your y for inverse. But here, this is your y and this is your x. Keep that in mind first. Okay? If you can make this very clear when you see the test, then it's very easy for you. Okay? So we conclude inverse function over here. Right, we continue part 6. Right, thank you.